Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review of this new drink that I love. It is my coffee alternative on my way to being healthier. It's called Dandy Blend. It is an instant herbal beverage that has dandelion in it. It is described as a rich, smooth, full-bodied drink with a coffee flavor, but no caffeine or bitterness. I love it. It's how I start my morning every day with a cup of Dandy Blend, and I have to say that it has revolutionized my life. It has a bunch of healthy roots in it, along with some roasted grains, and I no longer have any of the grogginess that comes with drinking tea or from drinking coffee. And I just wanted to share this with you guys. If you are considering also getting rid of that caffeine habit, okay, this is something that you can enjoy hot. You can also enjoy it cold if you like to make yourself a little bit of an iced coffee blend, or if you're anything like me and you need that hot drink to get you going in the morning, then a nice cup of this in the morning just hits the spot. I'll be reviewing this, and I have another coffee alternative that I will review for you guys later. Hey guys, so I wanted to do a review. Part of my journey, it's a health journey and also spiritual journey, has been to amend my diet and take out the things that I know aren't really doing me good or could even be hindering me. So your body is the vessel through which you communicate with the other realms, and you want to make sure that you're not doing anything to impede or to lessen your abilities. For me personally, everybody is different, but for me personally, that's why I've chosen to go to a vegan diet. And today I want to do a review of what I am currently doing as a coffee alternative. I actually have two coffee alternatives that I want to review. I'll review one of them today, and I'll review the second one after I try it. But I've been actually drinking this one for a while, the one that I'm going to review for you today, and I love it. It changed my life because first I wasn't able to drink coffee just because of the way that it would react in my body. And then I went to tea, and I was drinking tea for a very long time. I love drinking tea. Like, I love tea, I love teapots, I love tea houses, everything about that. But I love black tea, usually the caffeinated teas, and I love to have a milk tea. Not really a lemon tea person, but once in a while I'll have a lemon tea with honey, a lemon black tea with honey, but I love to have just a good cup of that black tea with some milk and honey or sugar. And I just noticed that it was just having a negative effect on me. Just like I could tolerate it better than coffee, but eventually it was having a negative effect on me. So actually the best way, if you're drinking coffee, the best way to absorb coffee in the body is actually through your anus, through your butt. It's meant as a detox and enema that way. When we take it in orally, it actually wreaks havoc on our digestive system. And it also there are studies that link it to neurological disorders. So that's all I'm really going to say about the coffee. I'm not a doctor, but you can go and do your research. Actually, one other thing, there's also studies that link it to the crystallization of your pineal gland, which is the gland that we use to connect to our higher selves. So for many of those reasons, it's why I took the coffee out of my diet. And not just coffee, but just caffeine in general. And then I switched to the tea. Like I said, it was less caffeinated. Depending on what tea bag you have, usually per tea bag it's about 40 milligrams of caffeine. I would usually make 2 tea bags giving me 80 milligrams of caffeine. Usually in a cup of coffee you can have anywhere from like 150 to 200 milligrams, depends on where you get. Sorry, an alarm went off and cut off my video, but I was saying it depends on where you get your coffee, how it's made. You got to kind of just do the research to see what the milligrams are in your coffee if you're concerned about that at all. But so then I tried to go down to 1 tea bag, and I still noticed it was better, but I was like, let me quit altogether. And I did have to go through a withdrawal period. I had migraine. It was a subtle migraine though. It wasn't too bad of a migraine. It was a subtle migraine, but I've had it where if I would drink coffee consistently, and then I'm like one of those caffeine sensitive people. If I would drink coffee consistently and for like 3 days or something and then go without it, I would have a withdrawal where I have migraine, vomiting, and stuff like that. So, but on the withdrawing from tea, because I haven't had coffee in a very long time at that point, and I was just on tea, and I had to go through withdrawal from the tea. I had a subtle migraine for a couple days, like a dull ache and dizziness, and nausea, all three. And I went through that for a couple days. They usually say it can take 9 to 12 days or whatever. I was drinking dandelion tea to try to help flush my system, and then I would have a dandelion subscribe and save subscription on Amazon, and I was going to that was going to be my replacement coffee, and I've tried it before in the past. It's not bad with milk, but it just really wasn't doing it for me. It made me want to have coffee or want to have tea because it wasn't really that taste-wise, texture-wise, it wasn't doing it. So then I learned that you could actually make your own substitute or coffee alternative using different roots. So then I did some further research, and I found that these are already pre-made. Somebody's basically already done the work for me. So hey, so I'm going to show you the one that I have today as a popular coffee alternative. You can actually find a lot of reviews on this one. It's called Dandy Blend. And I like this one because it still has the dandelion in it. So you get all the benefits of that dandelion. It also has other roots that it has in it aside from the dandelion roots is a chicory root. It also includes sugar beets and extracts of roasted barley and rye. So they basically take all of those together to give you a good blend that'll have good texture and taste. It says you can have from a teaspoon to a tablespoon. I go for the full tablespoons. It says there's no limit on it, which I find interesting because drinking the dandelion tea, there was a limit of how many cups you could have a day. It said no more than 3. So I don't know. I find that part interesting, but I go with the tablespoon. All right, of it in my cup, and then I'm a person who likes milk, but I don't want anything to be kind of overpowering. So what I like to do is to enhance the flavors, the layering of flavors. I put a little bit of salt in it, because if you've ever had salt in coffee, what it does is get rid of the bitterness and helps layer the flavors as well. But this has no bitterness, but it does help layer the flavor for me. People prepare it different ways. I've seen people say they put cinnamon. I tried it with a little cinnamon. That's not for me. I don't like that. I don't like it too sweet, but I like it just enough where you can taste the sugar. So this is just like a half teaspoon, but not fully filled. So just gonna put that in there. And then I usually use oat milk, which is sweet on its own, so that's why I also mind the sugar. Sorry, I have to get it. So you just use whatever brand of oat milk that you like. So this is Giovanni oat. So I'll just put a little bit of that. However you would usually make your coffee or tea, whatever milk amount you usually use, and then you make it like an instant coffee basically. And you pour in your boiled water. Okay. And you make it like an instant coffee. And the taste also kind of reminds me, the taste also kind of reminds me of an instant coffee as well. I would say that's what it tastes the closest to. I don't know if I'll be able to show you but it has a nice consistency to it, and depth and color and texture. It even foams a little bit. This is the closest to coffee tasting that I've got. The other one I will review for you. I don't like putting too much water because it's very easy to make it too watery. I don't like it like that. Because you can make it taste like a tea, or you can make it taste closer to a coffee. It says 1 teaspoon for 8 ounces for a tea-like beverage, a rounded teaspoon for a full-body coffee, and then a heaping teaspoon to 1 tablespoon for an espresso strength beverage. I do the full tablespoons, and to me, it makes it taste more like an instant coffee. I wouldn't call it espresso. It needs a little more salt. This has changed my life though. And it's healthy. You get all the benefits of the roots that it has in it. And I don't crave tea anymore, my black tea. I don't crave coffee anymore. This does everything. Now, energy-wise, it says it can give some people energy, and that's the same reason why I was drinking the dandelion tea, because it was supposed to give you energy. Me personally, I don't get energy from it. But what it does give me is that hot drink in the morning that I need to start my day, and enough of the flavor where I'm not craving or missing coffee or tea. And if you know, dandelion cleanses the liver. So this is a really good drink to have in the morning. There are a lot of good benefits to dandelion. I haven't really looked into chicory root, but there are a lot of good benefits to dandelion. I actually made a video and posted that on this channel a while back, just all about the dandelion root. And it has magical purposes as well. It's meant to increase psychic awareness. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Dainty Blend. If you want to know, I bought this from Amazon. They have their own website that you can buy from, but I bought it from Amazon. These are 7.5 ounce packets. It came with 2 of them for about, I think it was around $20 something. They have a larger size that you can get, but shop around, see, you know, which sellers have and for how much, and get the best deal. But definitely try it. It's awesome because I know I'm not doing damage to my pineal gland anymore. I'm not doing damage to my body anymore. It's just wholesome goodness. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this review, and like I said, I'll be back next time with another review of my other coffee alternative. And until next time, guys, blessed be.